For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. The 4-2-2 YouTube, I absolutely love this formation, and there are kind of like two different things you can use with it. But first, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, you are definitely going to want to use balanced on the defensive style. Check out trustdice.wing, link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. You can also use the sports section as well, whether it be the NBA, the Champions League, the Premier League, the Bundesliga, the NFL La Liga, anything you want. So remember to check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below. Balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. I don't really like any of the pressing tactics on the defensive style really, but if you are someone that really does enjoy pressing and stuff like that, the one I would maybe recommend is pressure on every touch. I think it's good, but then my only problem is with it, and I don't know if any of you agree, let me know in the comment section down below, is if you use it from minute one, it just drains your stamina so much. Your players will be absolutely dead by half time. It's actually really annoying. That's why I much prefer balance. I like to be in control of where and when my team presses the ball, really nothing too extravagant. The defensive width, there are two options you can use with this YouTube, okay? So option number one is the option that I've been using for the last few days, and I have to admit I really like it, and that is going quite narrow on the defensive width, so going down to 43 on the defensive width. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I like to be quite narrow because then we really are hard to break down. This just leaves us more defensively narrow and defensively solid, meaning our whole structure of our team is a lot more solid. There's not as much of a big gap between like our left back and our left centre back and our CDMs and our centre backs and stuff like that. But, and I totally get if you don't want to use a bit of a more narrow defensive width, if you think that's a little bit too narrow for you, I would recommend 47. So option number one, the option I'm using, 43 on the defensive width. But if that is too narrow for you, I would then recommend 47. The same with the defensive depth. There are two options here, YouTube, and you need to listen very carefully to this. So I'm going to go full screen and you will see, listen to what I'm going to say here. There is two defensive depths that you can use, okay? Option number one is only applicable if you play new gen. So if you play new gen, you can of course use the 71 depth. Now, if any of you don't know what the 71 depth does, there's that 71 depth, winning the ball nice and high at the pitch. When you lose the ball, your team will automatically press and automatically offside trap. But like I said with the pressure on heavy touch, your players won't drain stamina. Kind of like a little bit of a glitch in the coding. So if you were to use a pressure on heavy touch or a press after possession loss or something of that ilk, your players would be knackered by half time. But if you use 71 depth, they're not. It's kind of like a really big glitch in the coding. Now, if you play on the old gen consoles, which is PS4, Xbox One, or you play on the new gen consoles, but you play old gen FIFA, which I do as well because I like to test both of my tactics on both generation of console, or if you are a bad defender and you struggle defensively, I would recommend 60 depth with the 4-2-2. So remember, new gen and you are okay or good defensively, 71 depth. Old gen or you play on new gen but you suffer defensively, 60 defensive depth. There you go, YouTube. The offense's build-up play, of course, is going to be balanced. This tactic is used for a balanced team that maintains its formation. Players will support and make runs when they think it's the right time to do so. I just much prefer that. If you are going to use something else other than balance though on the build-up play, I would recommend long ball. I actually really like long ball. Long ball is definitely good. I just prefer balance, really, YouTube. There's no real method to it. I do just prefer balance, but long ball definitely good. The chance creation though, there's only one thing you should be using, and that is direct passing. I absolutely love it, YouTube. I say it in all my videos. Your absolute bread and butter is of course the balanced and direct passing. The offensive width, a little bit boring now, YouTube, in the 4-2-2. I actually just leave it on 50. So yeah, it is just on 50 width. I like where the lamb and the ram are anyway. You will see what I do with certain player instructions why I don't want to change that anyway. So yeah, I just leave it on the 50 on the offensive width. Players in the box, there are two options with this YouTube, okay? So like with a few of the custom tactics I'm putting out at the minute, there are two options. Option number one, the option I use, 7 players in the box. Very simple, YouTube. The more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. The second option is taking it down to 6 if you struggle defensively. So 7 if you are quite a competent defender. If not, take it down down to 6, but I'm using 7, 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now, we have had a big change, YouTube. Yes, something has changed in the 4-2-2 and on a Connor Woolf custom tactics video. I'm in shock. Something has changed. Now, the striker, you are going to want to use on the right-sided striker, stay central, get in behind and come back on defence. There's my striker. Stay central and get in behind on the right-sided striker. So key. Having her in them central areas of the pitch and also making penetrating runs in behind. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, the right-sided striker in them central areas of the pitch. The stay central on at least one of the strikers. So key. So with the stay central and getting behind, I want both of my strikers, well, at least the right-sided striker, to be in them central areas of the pitch and making runs in behind. The comeback on defence as well does just make us more defensively solid. Now, the left-sided striker, this is where it has changed, YouTube. The left-sided striker is still on getting behind and come back on defence, but I have actually left him, or yeah, it is him. I have actually left Felipe Anderson on balanced width, and you will see why, because of what I have my lamb on in a minute. Why I actually don't mind it if my left-sided striker does drift wide or stay in them central areas of the pitch. So my right-sided striker, stay central, getting behind and come back on defence. And then my left-sided striker, balanced width, getting behind and come back on defence. And that is because what I have my left-sided cam on, my lamb on. Now my lamb is on come back on defence, get into the box for cross and free roam. And the free roam means that my left-sided cam, my Rivaldo, beautiful. And that's what I'm talking about. Having that left-sided cam on free roam and getting to the box for cross, giving us that nice attacking support. Beautiful, beautiful. There's the lamb again on getting to the box for cross and free roam, giving us just more attacking support in the final third. We'll pick up positions in them central areas of the pitch, and that is why I have my left-sided striker on balanced width, because if my left-sided cam drifts inwards to try and find space because he's on free roam, I'm not overly fussed if I actually kind of want my left-sided striker to maybe drift wide or stay central depending on what that striker wants to do in that moment in time. It is so good. I've been really enjoying having one of my cams in a 4-2-2 or a 4-2-3-1 on free roam. I absolutely love it. Right-sided cam is actually on exactly the same apart from not on free roam. So come back on defence and get into the box for cross. The comeback on defence does just make us more defensively solid. And of course, the get into the box for cross. Well, the more players we have in the box, YouTube, the more likely we are to score a goal. The right-sided CDM is, for me, the more attack-minded CDM on my RTG. So because of that, I have my right-sided CDM on balanced defence, balanced attack, and cover centre. So my right-sided CDM, there's my right-sided CDM, making that attacking. Oh, he actually scores an absolute worldie. But that's what I'm talking about. Having at least like your right-sided CDM on balanced attack really does help in the attacking third of the game. And that's an absolute worldie, by the way, as well. We'll have a lot of license, not a lot of license, but he will have license to get forward and help out in the attacking transition and the attacking phase of the game. I personally love having at least one of my CDM doing that. It just gives us more of an attacking support. The left-sided CDM, this CDM is like a traditional number 6, a Rodri, Boubacar Kamara, Casemiro, Fabinho, Palinha. These type of players, this player will get the ball, win it back, and then give it to the better players. So because of that, stay back while attacking and cover centre. You will notice that your left-sided CDM will intercept the ball a lot when you are using the 4-2-2. I then personally, YouTube, play with both my left back and my right back on stay back while attacking. So I don't need or want my left back or my right back to attack in the 4-2-2. So stay back while attacking. Both of my centre backs are on completely default settings, YouTube. So stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and stick to position. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. That right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-2-2 for you. Drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive male attitude. Peace out. One love.